In today's class, we discussed about the demand for labor and production function. Derived demand for labor. The demand for labor is a derived demand. This means that demand for labor depends on demand for the product it is helping to produce. The demand for labor is not a direct demand, it is a derived demand. What do you mean by derived demand? The demand for labor depends on the demand for the product. The product demand was increased, the demand for labor also increased. This means that demand for any particular type of labor will depend on first one, the how productive that labor is helping to create some product. The second thing, the market value of that labor. Demand for labor depends on two things. First one is how productive that labor. What is the productivity of that labor? The labor, how much the labor create, how much the labor contribute to the creation of one product. That is the productivity of labor. Second thing is the market value of that labor. These are the two things depends on the demand for labor. The immediate determinants of the demand for labor are labor's marginal productivity and the value of its output. The determinants of demand for labor are the labor's marginal productivity, that is productive, how much productive that labor, the labor's marginal productivity, and second one, the value of its output. A firm's short-run production function. A production function is a relationship between the quantity of input and the corresponding production output. We have already known that production function is the relation between input and output. Assuming two inputs here, labor and capital. Labor represents L and capital represents K. And a single type of labor, the short run, a period of time in which one input capital is fixed. Production function can be written as production function. Here we take the production function is as short run. So the labor is only variable factor. Labor is the only variable factor in the production function and capital is fixed. TPSR equal to F of LK. Total productivity in short run. Total productivity in the short run is a function of labor and capital. Here the labor is the only variable factor and capital is the fixed factor. Then total, marginal and average product. What happens to total product as successive inputs of labor are added to fixed amount of capital? Word shows that a shortened production function or TP curve displays the corresponding curve for the marginal productive labor and the average productive labor, average product. Here we shows the relationship between total product, marginal product and average product. We already know that what are the concepts, average product, marginal product and total product. In the short run, total product is the output produced by each combination of variable input and the fixed amount of capital. Total product. Total product. What is total product? Total product is the total output. Total product is the total output. It is produced by each combination. Production output is produced using the combination of capital and labor. Here the labor is only the variable input, or labor is only the variable factor and capital is the fixed factor. Total product is the output produced by the combination of variable input labor and the fixed amount of capital K. The marginal product of labor is the change in total product associated with the addition of one more unit of labor. Marginal product, marginal means additional. Marginal product of labor is the change in total product associated with addition of one more unit of labor. That means change in total product and change in labor. Marginal product is the ratio of change in total product and change in the unit of labor. SI is the absolute change in total product and can be founded by drawing a line tangent to the TP curve at any point and then determining the slope of that line. It's shown in the diagram. The average productive labor is the total product divided by the number of labor units. We know that average product is found out by dividing total product by the number of labor unit. AP equal to TP divided by number of labor unit. It is measured as the slope of any straight line drawn from the origin to or through any particular point on the TP curve. The average product is representing the total product divided by the number of units. Here the diagram, the x-axis represents labor, the y-axis represents total productivity of labor in the first figure. In the second figure, the y-axis represents average productive labor and marginal productive labor. Then total productive labor in the upper part of the figure. Then the second bottom part representing the average productive labor and marginal productive labor. Then total productive labor is maximum at point E. Then the marginal productive labor is 0 at that particular point. Total productivity of labor is maximum at point E. At the same point, the marginal productive labor is 0 in the bottom figure. And average productive labor is also the maximum. Then the marginal productive labor is maximum at a point. This point, marginal productive labor is maximum. Then at that time, average productive labor is also increasing. Then total productivity of labor, total productive labor is increasing at a diminishing rate. These are the explanations of this figure. Here we conclude this video, and the next video we have explained the stages of production. Okay, thank you.